welcome to Doggy Style TV.
Cockatoo.
Cockatoo. Hello, does she talk?
She says hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah.
Anything else?
That's when she's in public. That's all she says.
She's so cute. How old is she?
She's about 15.
Well, they live quite long, don't
Yes,
they?
yes. She'll live to 40 or 50.
That's a great age. We should have birds. Seriously.
Yes, they are.
That's so cute. I'm here with Dale Hopkins from the Ultimate Air Dogs
Canada.
Canada. Is it a .com? Is it like what are you exactly?
We are a dog jumping provider, the first 100% owned and operated dog jumping company in Canada. We put on events. So far this year we've got 10 to 12 events organized with a few more in the pipe. Basically dogs come out and jump off our dock and measure their distance. We've been in business since May of last year and are looking to expand across Canada, obviously. One of the things that we do at Ultimate Air Dogs Canada, and part of our mission statement, is that we like to put the fun back in competition. You know, we don't want it to be all crazy competitive. We like to celebrate that special bond that's shared between the dog and their owner and celebrate that because it is a special relationship. And a portion of proceeds from every single event that we do, we donate to a charity selected by the host. Whoever hosts the event in whatever town, we make a donation to that charity of choice.
You also train dogs as well? Do you teach dogs to do this?
No, most of these people who come out have been doing this for years.
Wow, and where do they learn how to do it? Like on their cottage in the summer?
Yeah,
or
that's
what?
where it happens. Your dog just has to love the water and has to have a really good toy drive.
So the people who come in, you said it was competition based. Do they win something?
Yeah, they win ribbons. They're all there. Right there.
So it's an actual
Yeah, tomorrow's the
recognized
finals.
sport. So what's the longest jump you've seen so far?
Well, the record is 31 feet. I haven't seen the 31-foot record, but we've seen 25, 27 feet.
That's amazing. Well, so you're going to do a show next?
Right now, I got to get going.
Good.
Sorry
Okay,
to
that's
rush,
awesome.
but I've got to
Thank
go.
you,
Nice
Dale.
meeting
That's
you.
awesome. Good
Take
for
care of
Good luck,
yourself.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's watch the show. I present Victoria Stillwell from Positively. Victoria is a world-renowned dog trainer. Do you do other animals too?
Just dog. Well, I do cats.
Cats.
But mostly
really?
dogs. Yes.
Are cats trained?
Yes, they are.
Well, that's true. I shouldn't say that. I have a cat that walks with us on our dog walks.
Really?
Yeah, two of them actually. It's quite
Wow.
fascinating. Yeah, they're amazing. And even when we cross the street, he actually has learned now to cross with us. So he does voice command.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
You've
so
answered your question.
I know that was ridiculously dumb of me to ask that, or to even be surprised. So you have a show on Animal Planet, and how long have you been doing this? Why did you get into dog training?
I've been a trainer for 15 years, and my show's been on Animal Planet for 4 years in the States, but it's been going on 8 years, so it's about 60 countries around the world now. And I'm a trainer. I wanted to get advice, good advice about positive reinforcement methods, force-free methods, and motivational training out to a general audience.
Yeah, which is really great, and that's what our show is about too, promoting and introducing people such as yourself for the viewers who don't know what you do. And I've seen a few of your shows, and I'm highly impressed with your philosophies. But did you go somewhere to learn about this, or was it just an innate thing? You were like
When I first started, there really wasn't a course in England that I could go to. So I learned with a mentor, and I interned with a mentor, and he was an amazing man who taught me a lot. And then through him, I met trainers, behaviorists, and I started working in rescue shelters, and I really built up practical resume. And then I became certified when I came over here in California, and from then it's just went straight to strengths.
So you live in Georgia, I think
I live
you
in
said?
Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah.
Wow, why there? Are there a lot of dogs there?
Family's there.
Oh,
There's
your
a lot of
family's
dogs
there?
Yeah, my husband's from there, and we live there, and it's a sort of nice kind of lifestyle down there. It's warm, I love the weather.
Yeah.
But also, it's a great way to be able to, it's a great sort of hub where I can travel to
That's
places
right.
that we film, and also an easy way to get back to England as well.
So do you mostly film in the United States of America?
Yeah, we do. Britain and Los Angeles, New York, and Atlanta, Georgia.
Now, has there ever been a dog that you can't fix?
I'd say in my 15 years, about 3 of them, and all of them have neurological issues, epilepsy, basically. And when a dog is epileptic, when they have severe medical issues, it's very, very difficult to treat that behavior. And they were all very aggressive dogs, so unfortunately.
So are you saying that most dogs that have epilepsy are aggressive?
No.
Okay.
Not
Just
at all.
in case they are, then is it a learning impediment that they might have?
Well,
or?
it's, neurologically, the dog is neurologically and chemically unable to learn. And with these dogs, when they had a severe epilepsy, they were unable to basically function. And so it just wasn't fair. And they were just expressing that aggression through frustration because they couldn't really control themselves. But most dogs that I have, teach a lot of dogs that are epileptic, and they're absolutely fine. And I also teach a lot of aggressive dogs as well. That's what I specialize in, is aggression. So, for 15 years, to only have 3 dogs that I haven't really been able to work with because of those mega issues, I'm doing pretty well. Aggression is such a complex behavioral issue.
It really is.
And I work very hard to try and help the dogs and help the owners too.
Yeah, I mean, is it true that when they say like the dog like the owner?
In a way, sometimes yes. And I find that nervous dogs normally have nervous owners.
Yeah, I find that too in our business.
Right.
It's true.
So, and also, owner compliance can be very hard. If you've got a dog that does have a major emotional problem like aggression, you have to be compliant. You have to do the work.
Right.
And if you don't do the work, you're not going to see an
Results,
improvement.
yeah, for sure.
And that's the frustrating thing for me. I always say training is 20% dog, 80% owner.
Oh, 100%, no doubt about it. And I see that too. I mean, a lot of times I have our clients that come by for dog shoes and the clothing, and they're all very uptight about how aggressive their dog is going to be around my dogs, and of course mine are always running off leash. So, and I don't know, I guess it's my calm, and my confidence that the dog's going to be okay. And I've had several opportunities where the dog would come in, they would finally succumb and let the dog in after I convince them it's okay, and they're fascinated by the result. They're like, wow, I've never seen my dog so calm. I'm like, because your uptightedness is reflective, and they're feeling that because they're so connected to us. They really are, right?
Absolutely. They feel our emotions. They see how we're getting stressed. They smell our stress. They absolutely pick up. When you're stressed, you get facial tension. When you're nervous, your body goes tense. You breathe differently. They pick it up. Of course they do. The fact that you're calm, the fact that you project a confident manner speaks volumes to your dog, and that's basically what I'm teaching a lot of people, is to be calm, to be confident, to take control in a positive way, and that projects confidence onto their dogs. And confident dogs have no need to aggress, confident dogs have no need, aren't anxious.
Right.
And that's what I teach.
I actually just adopted, he went back to his owner, but I for a while I adopted and I neutered a Yorkshire Terrier that was just the poor thing. I mean, he was never socialized, never left his apartment, pretty much. They let him out in the backyard, and then so when he came out into the real world, it was traumatic. Poor guy was scared of everything. I mean, I never thought I could. I did have confidence that I would be able to train him, to retrain him,
Right.
or to train him because he never was trained. He peed everywhere. He barked at everyone. He was scared of his own shadow. I mean, and I saw with the 6 months that I had him and working with him and taking him to New York and all kinds of, and I trained him off leash as well, which I do. Most people don't appreciate, but it's okay. I do that actually because I believe that it brings dogs to a higher consciousness as well. And I did a lot of business in Mexico growing up, and I saw how the street dogs there, they would stop at the lights. Like, they were so smart. They would just stop and wait till the pedestrians would cross, and they would go with them. And it always taught me and showed me how intelligent a creature they are.
They are, and I you know what, I agree with you. I mean, obviously we've got to follow leash laws,
Right.
and but sometimes leash laws can be to the detriment of the dog.
Really?
Certainly in pubs and places where your dogs need to run around and they can't do that, that can cause so many issues. Oh my gosh, and leash aggression is one of them.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
I do believe that in some ways domesticating dogs have made them even smarter.
How so?
But because they've evolved to take cues from us, to understand us,
Right.
to read our body language, so in that way, and also to survive, it's pretty smart for a species to align itself to the one species that could potentially have done damage to it or be its greatest advocate.
That's right.
Dogs have been pretty smart to align themselves with man. So there we go. I think
Yeah.
that's smart. However, I do think that domestication, obviously, because they rely so much on us, they forget to survive themselves. They have that,
See,
that
that's the
instinct
thing
is
too.
kind of gone
Yeah.
for that survival. And that's exactly what you're talking about. So in one way where I have to say, look, for people out there, you've got to be careful walking with your dogs on the street.
Of
and
course.
There's a lot of people that don't like dogs and don't like dogs coming up to them. But I also go with your point that sometimes when, survival,
Oh, it's amazing. I mean,
they learn.
right? And how many times have we heard that as soon as the dog gets off the leash, it runs on the road because it doesn't know better. So, all these people are so scared, and I see how the dogs never get exercised properly. And I mean, it is terrible, right? That's my pet peeve. It really is.
terrible.
It's like, let your dog off the leash. We're in the middle of the beach. There's nowhere to go. No, it's going to run away from me. I'm like, what does that say about you as an owner if your dog is going to run away from you? Where is he going?
That's why,
And why?
from a very, very young age, I teach dogs to have good recalls, to come back to their own. I
Yes.
teach owners fun. It's all about fun and play and have a game, and then your dog will want to come with you.
Absolutely.
And it's just so important.
Absolutely. So if we can get that message out there a little bit more, and it is difficult in a country that, fines you for having a dog off leash. I mean, I can understand the fear also, and people don't have that extra money to spend $200 on a ticket,
Yes.
and nobody likes to get in trouble. I mean, most, and, but geez, figure out a way to do this, and I am always trying to promote that. So I think
Yeah.
that's really great that you do too. It's
Yeah.
one of the things I like about your teachings and what you're putting out there. It's so vitally important. Yeah, thank you. All right, high five.
All right.
You have a book. I actually picked it up. Train Your Dog Positively. Can we see that? When did you launch this?
This was launched last week in the United
Wow,
States.
last week. So fresh off the press.
Yes, it's fresh. It's available only as a book down there, but you can get it on Kindle and
That's
stuff.
excellent, and it talks about everything that you do. The whole
Absolutely.
complete guide to
It's
Victoria's.
really to understanding your dog, because I don't think, and there's a lot of people who get dogs who don't really understand them. So I really want people to really understand how the dog perceives the world. It really goes into the dog's mind about their perception of the world, about how you can be a better teacher to them, about how you can understand them, about how they understand you,
Yeah.
about different emotional problems and behavioral issues with solutions.
And that's everything, really. I mean, because you're right. A lot of people get dogs because they're lonely, because they want a child, pseudo child. They want company. I get it, but so it's like having a child without reading how to raise a child
Yes.
book. So it's amazing that you're offering a wealth of information for them to go by, and I just commend you on all the great positive things that Positively does. And thank you, Victoria. That's
Thank you.
amazing. I just all the best.
Thank you for having
Pleasure
me.
meeting you. Thank you so much.
Great to meet you too.
Amazing.